No, two things. No, I'm not gonna. I fear God and I fear the FBI.
If you've been watching the news recently, you'll know that the rapper 6ix9ine has been arrested on multiple charges and is currently facing a life sentence. While rappers as a brand have a notorious history for various crimes, it doesn't really mean that it happens to all of them, not by a long shot. So this really begs the question, how did 6ix9ine end up here? Well, allow me to break it down for you. Be sure to like the video and comment the keyword to be entered into the giveaway. Number 6. He didn't stay with music.
Squad full of killers, I'm a killer too.
This may sound a little weird or even a little philosophical, but there's a major stereotype against rappers that if anyone gets into the genre, they're going to end up behind bars. And not for these celebrity type incidents like racing or fast sport cars, getting into fights with fans, or things like that, but for hard crimes like possession of illegal items and such. Many rappers actually turn to music so that they can get out of that life, and even sing about it so that people know exactly what they've been through in life so far. 6ix9ine was born Daniel Hernandez, and from a young age he felt like he was the king of New York, which is the moniker that got him into a lot of trouble with other singers and rappers when he started to make his name known in the world of music. He would have many legal troubles over the years, but none like the ones that could end his life in regards to being in jail for life, like which he finds himself in right now. And that's the rub you see. If he solely focused on his music, on making his name and music the biggest around, he could have kept his brash persona, as it would have been just that, a persona, but instead he wanted to be more. He wanted to be truly a big player in the Big Apple. And that led him to make numerous decisions that led him to being arrested on multiple accounts. You almost have to wonder, what was more important to him? Because his music was doing really good. And in fact, before he was arrested, he was going to be releasing another track, one that likely would have gotten a lot of attention. But now, even if it's a hit, it'll be his last. Unless he has unreleased tracks and all that, but because he chose to make an impact in the wrong way and it got him caught, you just kind of wish you told him in advance, stop, you have so much ahead of you. Number 5, image versus reality.
Basically using his social media to promote his music. As far as being part of this Treyway blood gang, completely false, and I think that will come out in court when the facts are brought out.
6ix9ine has done a lot in his career, but in all honesty, not a lot has been done for the betterment of mankind, if you catch my drift. In fact, Takashi's whole career has been honestly modeled after one simple thought: my image above all else. You take a look at 6ix9ine and you're going to see a man that is very much a product of the modern rap culture. He's got tattoos all over his body, his hair is rainbow colored, he's got special plated teeth, and he made sure that his face is labeled with his rap name. This is a guy who is trying to stand out in a crowd and is willing to go to extreme lengths for his image, over trying to make quality music or just trying to have a better regular life. This is what was the start of his problems, for back in 2015, he got arrested for using underage girls in an explicit video. Why he was making the video in the first place? Simple, for his image. That's exactly what he told the police when they came and arrested him for the act when it was made public. To his credit, the video didn't show him touching or interacting with the girls, which 6ix9ine brought up repeatedly. He also noted that he didn't know that the girls were underage. He was 18 at the time, and he thought the girls were older because of how they talked and the questions they asked. While he got off the charge, it came with a lot of stipulations. Many stipulations that he did not fulfill, such as getting his GED, apologizing to the parents of the girl in the video, and more. He could have easily gone to jail for failing to live up to his end of the bargain, and now he has, but for something much worse than what he did before. All of this just goes to show that 6ix9ine didn't really care about what he did, but that it made his image look better because he was arrested for his work. His ego led him to think that he could do even more, even bigger, because if he can get off this charge, what's to say that he couldn't get out of more? Isn't that the rapper life? If he only knew what was coming. Number 4, not learning the lessons.
He's actually a cool kid. And, you know, unfortunately, he got a serious situation on his hands, man, and I try to warn him.
If you make a mistake, you should learn from it, and then make sure that you don't make that same mistake again. But from the outside, 6ix9ine made it clear that he wasn't interested in learning the lessons. He was interested solely in being the king of New York City, among other things, and that led him down a very dark path, which has now ended with him being in jail, possibly for the rest of his life. As part of the plea deal he got for the video scandal, he had to do 300 hours of community service. He should have used that time to work out what he had done wrong and then worked on getting his GED so that he could do more with either himself or his music that didn't involve breaking the law. Instead, he blazed through it and never looked back, and that's the problem. When a person like Takashi doesn't want to learn, they won't. they'll do what it takes to skate and figure out what they can do next to up the ante and get more cred and things like that. And he did continue to up the ante, and that's what got him caught. Number 3, crimes of stupidity. If you want to give Takashi a pass for the underage girl incident and truly believe that he didn't know about the girls being underage, you could be fair in that judgment. But 6ix9ine didn't end his crime speed there, far from it. He let his ego and anger get the best of him in an incident in Houston, Texas. A 16-year-old fan was trying to get a video of 6ix9ine as he saw him going through an airport. When 6ix9ine saw this, he grabbed the kid by the collar and by the throat, and then used his bodyguards to get the kid to erase the video. While this isn't the first celebrity outburst like this, Takashi went far and beyond what should have been done here. He could have told the kid to just, can you delete the video please, or got him one of the bodyguards to block the camera so he couldn't be filmed, but instead he lashed out and hurt the kid. This led to him having an outstanding warrant put on him, and then being arrested for a misdemeanor later on. Though the kid would later drop the charges, you have to wonder why he did it, leading some to think that a bit of bribery was going on behind the scenes. Either way though, the incident was entirely 6ix9ine's fault, which was going to be a reoccurring trend. For that wasn't the only thing Takashi had going against himself. You see, he had lost his driver's license in the conjunction with some of his arresting crimes. But did that stop him from driving his expensive cars? No. He continued to drive them, and that led to even more misdemeanor arrests and charges because he decided that driving was more important than being in jail potentially by getting caught. If that wasn't enough, after one of his misdemeanors, he went out and fought a police officer, which is never a good idea no matter who you are, and this led to even more charges being put up against him. But was he apologetic about any or all of this? Likely not, which just goes to show how dumb Takashi really is. He kept committing crimes because he was too stupid to realize the danger that he was putting himself in. Or, just as bad, the danger that was around him. Number 2, Team Takashi. There's an adage out there that is as true in any walk of life as it is in life itself. Be careful the company you keep. For the people around you will not only help define you, but they will help shape you whether you realize it or not. It was clear from an early point in Takashi's career that he wasn't bringing in good people to guide him. Not the least of which can be proven because of the simple fact that he's now in jail, and most of his crew are with him. Oh yes, and this isn't just a case of one man going off the rails. Just about everyone that is on or was on Team Takashi is now in jail, including 2 of his former managers and some of his bodyguards. If you thought Takashi was unstable, he is, and that's besides the point here, you should check out what some of his team did. After skating out on a jail time sentence, 6ix9ine and his crew apparently went to a restaurant to celebrate. Perfectly fine and fair, except there was a record executive there in the restaurant, and some 6ix9ine crew members got into an argument with him and his own bodyguards. This ended up in a violent shootout that got one of the bodyguards shot in the stomach, and they had to have him get sent immediately to the hospital. While the bodyguard lived, it was a very bad look for both 6ix9ine and his crew. Or would it be, if they were mad about it at all? For not so long after, 6ix9ine's manager and other crew member went and attacked a security guard at a restaurant that they were denied access to. And this insanity led to even more people getting hurt. And then when 6ix9ine was arrested for charges that have now got him in prison for potentially a long time, it was both them and Takashi that performed acts like gun and running, racketeering, and selling illegal items. So no matter what way you slice this, if Takashi had been wiser about the company he kept, he wouldn't be in prison right now. Instead, he is. And it's not likely to change anytime soon. Number 1, life sentence. Because of the severity of the crimes that 6ix9ine and his crew are charged with, it's very possible that Takashi is going to be in prison for at least a decade, if not more. Some of the crimes carry serious penalties, including life in prison, so to escape this fate, he would have to do some major jumping through hoops, which may not actually be an option given his previous legal history. This was apparent when the judge not only denied bail for Takashi, likely because he was in a major flight risk anyway, but also didn't put into the celebrity wing of prison, instead putting him in a general population with a lot of other criminals. The actions of the judge have led the 6ix9ine legal team to try extreme methods to try and protect him, including insisting that keeping him in the general population will result in him being beaten or even killed. Whether that actually happens though is up for debate, but given all the acts that he's committed on his path that he's founded himself on, if it does happen, it was likely a product of his own making. So there you have it, the numerous factors that have led 6ix9ine to being at risk for having a life sentence in prison. Can you believe that this is where his life has ended up? Or did you see this coming a mile away? Or do you see something else that's happening to 6ix9ine that could add a new layer to the story? Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe to King Trending, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Hey, just a reminder that we're changing up the giveaways. From now on, we're offering the Galaxy Note 9, the one that comes with the exclusive Fortnite skin, the new iPhone X Max, which we'll pre-order for you, and the new Apple Watch Series 4, which we'll also pre-order for you. The winner gets to decide between these three. Make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, drop a like, and comment the hidden message in the video for a chance to win. You got nothing to lose. Go for it.